Hey everybody, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing the love reading for the sign of Capricorn. Now, as you may already know, we are entering Libra, the season of Libra. So that means it's a really good time for creating harmonious balance between various aspects of ourselves and our lifestyles, but also in our communications with others, our relationships with others, okay? So that's why I really wanted to do this love reading at this time, because I feel like it's the perfect time to really start to mend, bridges that have been broken, and to try and heal areas of our relationships that need some more work. So to let you know, I'll be using the Wild Unknown Tarot as per usual, clarifying with the intuitive, of course. So what I want to address now then for you, Capricorn, is your feelings in love and your desires in regards to love in general, but also towards a specific person. Now, this is going to apply for people who are in relationships, who are married, who are single, or who are dating, okay? It will apply in different ways. So firstly, I just want to say before I begin is thank you to everyone that's been watching my videos, who's been liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. Like, it means the world to me. So I really, really appreciate your support. It gives me the confidence to continue, right, doing these videos. Because I used to be so shy when it comes to recording videos, right, even though with photos it was no problem, but video it was a different thing. So I really appreciate your support. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, because I have a lot more videos coming up very soon, and not just tarot. Okay, so with that out of the way, I've had 2 hours sleep. I've been traveling. As you can see, I'm in a different location. I'm in Paros in the Greek islands. So beautiful location, but I'm absolutely exhausted, so bear with me if I'm a little bit disorientated and tongue-tied, but the vibe feels good, so I really want to crack on with these readings. So let's have a look then in regards to what is it that you desire at this time in relation to love, Sagittarius? There's Sagittarius. What is it you desire in regards to love, Capricorn? I'm sorry. Okay, I just did Sagittarius's reading, and that's why, Sagittarius came up in my mind, but yes, Capricorn. Okay. And I'm just going to pull 3 cards for you first, and then I'll show you what they are. What else is going on in regards to your emotions in relation to love? Okay. And what is it that you're trying to manifest? Yeah, that's way too many cards, but I'll take that, seeing as that was on top, and flip the other way. Okay, so you've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is what you desire. You want to come out of this space of feeling unloved, right? Of unrequited love, or not feeling loved in general. Maybe you've just come out of a divorce. Maybe you've just gone through a divorce. Maybe you're going through a separation. Maybe you've just broken up with your partner, or vice versa. I feel like for a number of you, you have come out of a relationship on some level, and you're feeling that loss, right? You're feeling like the other person just left you behind. For some of you who've been single for a while, I feel like this is generally your energy that you're coming out of, right? That feeling of being alone and just not feeling like you're being desired, not feeling like anyone wants to be in a relationship with you. Yeah, I feel like that's changed. There's been a change in regards to that in some way, right? That's not how you feel anymore. Maybe someone new's come into your life, or maybe someone new's caught your eye. Or maybe you're just learning to get by without needing to be in a relationship, just enjoying, singlehood, and all the things that come with that. Take it as it applies, but that's what I feel like is the case. I feel like some of you just come out of a relationship and you've been feeling that loss, but you're really trying to heal that wounded energy, right? That's what I feel, and that's what you're wanting. You're wanting to heal from the loss, right, of that relationship, of you know, the kind of energy that is stirred up from coming out of that relationship and being alone. Or if you've been on your own for some time, yeah, you're just kind of really starting to embody this self-love energy and just try and enjoy your singlehood more than you perhaps were before. So with your emotions, you've got the Six of Cups in reverse. So yeah, obviously this is how you're feeling right now. You're not feeling the abundance, but I feel like some of you feel like you're planting a seed so that it will grow, and then you will really stretch your roots and feel more grounded in yourself, that you don't need that, that you're not reliant on that nurturing, on that, you know, and that affection from someone else, that you can actually give it to yourself and pour into yourself and allow you to really grow, stretch your branches, right, into different areas and different things and new circumstances, new opportunities. So I think you're really thinking about your own nurturing at this time, right? That's really at the forefront to you, that you know it's going to take time, but you're planting your seed now and you're nurturing it so that it will grow and that these beautiful colors will just pour out of you, right? And it will start to show on the surface, you know, all the magic that's gone into your personal growth. That's what I feel like. So in regards to what it is you're trying to manifest, you got the Five of Cups. So I think, I mean, this would seem like a weird card to have in that position of what you're trying to attract, but I don't think you're trying to attract the sense of loss. I think you're trying to process that feeling. You're trying to rationalize it and understand it and work with it so that you can heal those parts of yourself and you don't carry that forward in your next relationship. That's what I feel like you're trying to do. You're trying to muster up the knowledge and the wisdom, inner wisdom and the strength to process this energy, right? That's what I feel like, that's what you want, so that you can move past this and, you know, start afresh. That's what I feel like, which is really, really mature and wise of you, actually, Capricorn. But then again, that's your energy anyway. You're someone who can go in and look at your emotions very rationally and kind of pick it apart and do the work. You're very good at when it comes to the shadow work, generally, I find. Capricorns are really good with that. And a lot of the time it is self-initiated, so yeah, I'm not surprised. It's impressive, but I'm not surprised. Okay, so let's have a look then to clarify this further, this Five of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see if we can get a bit more information about that. So, what it is that you desire. Okay. So I feel like you want to learn from this, right? You want to see what this is teaching you, I feel. This is very like, this is your hermetic journey, right? You're in the hermit mode, I feel, right now. And you're reevaluating things, and even the way your perception and how you view relationships and what it is that you want from relationships, right? I feel like you're really doing a lot of introspection right now. So I'm not surprised that the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse came up, because, you know, you're doing the heavy work, right? You're not pulling any punches. You're just going in and really being quite honest with yourself, that maybe what you thought you want isn't true, that was coming from a place of codependency or neediness in some way, right? Which we all do to some extent. Everyone does it eventually or at some point, or continues to do it, right? Everyone's had to face that at some point. Some people never learn that lesson, but you're very aware of that, and that's something you're looking to address, right? So you don't bring that energy into future relationships, because otherwise that will lead to other complications, which you're aware of and which can really screw up the connection. So you're not wanting to bring that energy into your next relationship, and that's why you really want to just work through this at this stage, right? Which again is exactly what I think you should do, given the circumstance. Absolutely, right? Healing first. Okay, so what about this Six of Cups in reverse? What it is that you're feeling, because that's what your desire is, your wish is, right? So that's what you're trying to do, but what is it you're feeling? What else can we get about how your emotions are at this time with this Six of Cups? Okay, yeah, a lot of fire energy, Capricorn. You may have a lot of fire in your chart, whoever this is resonating for. If this isn't resonating for you, that's fine. You know, I have other readings, check them out, because it may be another sign relevant to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, where the message is much more relevant to you at this time, right? So just check them out and see which best suits your situation, if it does at all. If it doesn't, that's fine, then it's just these messages are not necessarily for you at this time. But yeah, for those who it did, you're getting a lot of fire energy, a lot of wands coming up. Even just now, to clarify the Six of Cups in reverse, you've got the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So I feel like a lot of you do have either lacking that fire, and that's why you're doing the work to really ignite your creativity and your passion for life again, and enthusiasm for love again. Or like you just have a lot of fire in your chart, right? But either way, what this is signifying is this is your energy for sure. The Queen of Wands in reverse. You've planted the seed because you want to nurture it, but at the same time, you are struggling with that a bit because you're not in that space, right? You're not operating in that space where you feel like you can really truly nurture something. The energy isn't aligned, so you're kind of having a bit of problems. You're having a few problems with that right now. You're having a bit of conflict within yourself because you're trying to nurture something and pour the last ounce of positivity and hope that you have into it, but at the same time you're feeling very deflated and defeated and not on your game, right? So it's very hard to do when you're not feeling at your best, but you're trying anyway, which is the important thing, right? I mean, it is hard work when you're not feeling at your best, but you know it's important, so you're still doing the work. And then, yeah, with the Nine of Wands in reverse, I just feel like, you know, there's more work to be done in order to get to where you want to be. But I think you know you're on track. You know, like I said, I think you know it's going to take time, but you're willing to put the work in. You know, I think you're in this mindset, like, I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how much work I have to put into this. I just want to begin. I just want to see change, right? Even if it takes time and it's, you know, step by step, very gradual, that's fine. I just need to see change. So that's the energy I kind of feel like you're in right now. Okay. And what about this Five of Cups then? So what it is you're trying to manifest? Because that is definitely, you know, shadow work material right there. Okay, yeah. So you're done talking about how you're feeling and you want to actually work on things. You're done speaking about it, you just want to do it. You just want to begin, like I said, start the process, start fresh. You know, do the healing, go deep within. You're ready for a new cycle. You don't want to repeat the same cycle anymore. Particularly when it comes to communicating what it is that you want. You just want to do it, right? You just want to align with it. So I feel like that's where you're headed. And then with the Strength card in reverse, I think you do feel, you know, you're a little bit vulnerable right now. You know that it's going to take a lot of work, and it is draining, right? You're already drained, and this is going to be very draining. But you also know that you have the ability to overcome this, right? You can overcome anything you put your mind to, and you're aware of that. So as much as you may feel like you're on unsteady ground and not feeling very strong right now, you know you have what it takes to overcome this. So that's what's pushing you forward. Even if you do feel a bit, even if you do question whether or not you can do it at times, you know you can, right? So that's why you're taking this approach and just facing it head on. You know, no half measures. So that's impressive. Like, you should be proud of yourself, because not everyone approaches it that way, especially when they're struggling, you know, when they're suffering in some way. Particularly if the heart chakra is taking a hit, it's not easy, right? So you should be very proud. Okay, so now I'm looking in regards to the other person, what it is that they desire, what it is that they're feeling, their emotions, and what it is they're trying to manifest. So this could be in relation to the person you broke away from. This could be in relation to someone new coming in. So keep that in mind. Okay, so you got the Star card in reverse. Or they got the Star card in reverse, should I say. So I think they know that their wish is not being fulfilled. That they probably thought that the decision they made was to go after, it was in order to go after what it is they want most, to achieve the dream, right? But it didn't work out that way. They realized that rather than achieving the dream, they pushed themselves away from what it is they really wanted, right? That was a lie, you know, that some aspect of it was not as they thought it would be, or they realized that actually they were lying to themselves and they were just trying to escape this connection. But actually that's buying them back, because that's not actually what they want. They don't actually want to walk away from you entirely. So in the position, so that's the thing, you know, now they're trying to work out how they can bring you back, I feel. This is going to apply for some of you, not all of you, but I feel like with this, some of them are trying to work out how the hell they bring you back, because they thought you wasn't what they wanted anymore, but now they realize that's not true. You are what they want. So they're just trying to figure out how in the hell they can approach you again to try and win you back. So then in the position of their emotions, you've got the Seven of Wands in reverse. So they know what it is that they want, but then they're not willing to go after it. It's that simple. They're just not. They're not willing to go after it. They just want it to somehow come to them, by the looks of it. We'll clarify that in a minute. But yeah, they know what it is that they're after, but I'm just not seeing here that they're going to go after it. They're just kind of expecting it to just happen. There's a little bit of cowardice on their side, I'm not going to lie, with this person, because right now it does feel like the person you walked away from, or vice versa. I think they know what went wrong, and that's why they're kind of finding it hard to even communicate with you what it is they want, because that means they have to admit certain things, right? And they might not be willing to do that at this point, because they're trying to maintain a certain image or an idea of themselves. Yeah? So they feel like by admitting that, they have to maybe possibly admit some character flaws, and I don't see that they're willing to do that just yet. So they're not operating on this, from what I'm seeing so far, they're not operating on the same level as you right now, Capricorn. You're resonating at such a high frequency with this work that you're doing, and really just picking yourself apart objectively, so that you can heal yourself and put the pieces back together, you know, in a new way that actually fits and molds together much better, right? So you're being very mature about it. You're being very, you know, what you're doing is very admirable, right? It's very mature. It's very wise, and like I said, you're just being very objective. Whereas this other person, it feels a bit more immature. It doesn't feel like they're willing to take responsibility yet. So you're not resonating at the same frequency even. But yeah, in the position of what it is they're trying to manifest, they got the Mother of Cups. So they want this relationship back, pure and simple. Mother of Cups is Queen of Cups energy. They want to, not only do they want this relationship back, but they want the emotional abundance. They want to feel like they are nurtured and can nurture, that they can be affectionate and, you know, just all the mushy stuff that comes with relationships. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but just, you know what I mean? Like, all the positive things that you associate with a relationship, that's what they want. And while they want to extend that, I think they want to extend that far more now than they ever did. I still feel like it is a little bit selfish still. I feel like they're not really seeing what you've been through with this relationship or this connection, right? They're not taking that into account. They're just wanting to get you back, yeah? Regardless of how you... So it feels a little bit selfish in that way. As much as they want to be loving and nurturing and, you know, taking care of you in that way, they're really not considering what it is that you want, right? Like, that's not even entered their mind. It's just, that's all they're thinking about. Like, I want this relationship back. I want it to be like this, right? Okay, so what about, let's clarify then. So what about the star? But yeah, I'm sorry if I just seem a bit all over the place and I look really tired. I've had like 2 hours sleep because I had to get the ferry really early to come over here to the islands. So yeah, I am lagging a little bit, but I really wanted to do this read. You know, I thought it was important to get these reads out there now. And I do feel like a very good vibe for it. So yeah, so just bear with me if I get a little bit muddled or if I look like I'm lagging a little bit. Because, yeah, I'm just running on next to no sleep, basically. Okay. And we'll just get the last clarifier and then we'll go into it. Alright, so on the star card in reverse, which is their desires, what it is that they want, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is obviously this relationship, a powerful relationship anyway. And the 5 of Swords. So I feel like that's a crazy combination. I feel like I feel like they're expecting you to pick up the pieces and kind of make this relationship whole again. I feel like they don't want to fight with you anymore. But there is still something kind of manipulative about this. Like, they're expecting you to fix it. That's what I don't understand. And make the relationship better. Like, it all falls on your shoulders, right? That's what I'm feeling with this. Like, they're expecting you to pick up the pieces and put everything back together and to communicate with them and, you know, tell them what they want to hear. And it's like, it doesn't work like that. So, like, it's really weird. It's very immature energy, right? So this person could actually be quite a bit younger than you. You could have quite a bit of an age difference because the energies are so different. Like, you're so much more mature than this other person. So there could be quite a big age gap between you. Or it may just be that they've not learnt these lessons yet and they just keep repeating the same lesson in different relationships. Yeah, okay, take it however it resonates. So with the 7 of Wands in reverse, they also got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah, they want the relationship back, but they're not willing to do the work. They're not willing to put the work in to make it happen, right? Like, there's nothing they're doing to create a stable foundation, and they're not willing to invest their time, energy, and resources into the relationship. So why should you even entertain it at this point? That's what I'm thinking, because there's nothing coming from this that makes me feel like, yeah, they're willing to really make it happen, you know? There's nothing that indicates that to me, that they're kind of just expecting all the work to fall on your shoulders. They just want the relationship, you know? They want the fun side of it, the happy side of it, and feeling like they're getting all of someone's affections and attention, but I don't see them bringing anything really to the table to make it worth your while. I'm just being honest, but yeah, that's what I see. So in the position of what is they're trying to manifest, you had, of course, the Mother of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups, but then you had clarifying that the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Wands in reverse. So yeah, again, like, this person is kind of torn between making a decision as to whether just to let you go and live in peace, or to try and bridge this connection, right? Try and bridge the gap in communication so that you can have this relationship again, so you can start anew with this person. But I think they know that, I think they're aware that they don't have the best offer on the table, right? That there's not really anything that they're proposing or bringing that would cement it in your mind that, oh yeah, this is the person I should be with, this is obviously going to work, or, you know, they obviously are willing to put the work in. There's nothing here to suggest that. So they know, as much as, you know, they may want the connection and like being in a relationship, I think they know there's a good chance you're not going to go for it because they've got nothing to offer you, right? So let's have a look then in regards to the overall outcome for this, okay? But as I said, you know, you could be single for a while, but there's someone that's trying to come back into your life from the past, and you know, if they try and approach you, you're just going to be like, why? Like, why are you even resurfacing right now? You know, there's like, I know you haven't changed. There is nothing you can bring to change my mind. So why are you even here right now? That's what I feel like you're going to be feeling. The kind of energy you'll be in if this person tries to reach out to you, which they very may, they might very well do that, right? But yeah, it's up to you to use your discernment. Okay, yeah. So I got the Lovers in reverse and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. You see how this is a mountain, yeah? And it's in reverse as well. So they're not willing to climb this mountain. They're expecting the mountain to fall to their knees, right? to their feet. They're expecting obstacles to just magically disappear, right? Not very realistic. They have a weird take on how relationships work, I feel. So that's why I'm thinking maybe they're quite immature. Maybe they've not been in many relationships, or maybe they're just very young. I feel like there is an age gap here with some of you, but they could just be very immature and inexperienced when it comes to how a relationship works. But they're not willing to overcome the challenges. They're not willing to do whatever it takes to try and get this relationship back off the ground. Right? So as a result, that's not going to happen. Right? The relationship is not going to be revived, because they haven't got the desire to put the work in and try and make it work. They're not willing to meet you halfway, so it's impossible if both parties are not willing to put the work in, right? So, yeah, I mean, that was your reading, Capricorn. I know that was kind of not the most positive, but, I mean, from your side of things, just focusing on yourself and doing this healing, that is a phenomenal reading, right? Like, that's amazing. That's exactly what you want to focus on. Take that from this, okay? And just know that, yes, this person is going to try and probably contact you. Is probably going to try and start something up again. But honestly, from what I'm seeing, it's probably not in your best interest, because they're not coming in with anything to offer you, right? But it's up to you. Obviously, only you can determine your relationship and your situation with this person, your connection, and whether or not it's right for you. Because I don't know your story, right? I don't know your life, and I certainly don't have any information. So, yeah, only you can judge that. But just use your discernment and be very cautious, because they may say something that makes you feel like, oh, maybe they are willing to change, but I'm not seeing the action behind it, okay? So, yeah, lots to think about, but I hope you found this useful anyway, Capricorn. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do like if you enjoyed it. Do hit subscribe if you haven't already. And, yeah, I will do your next reading very soon. So, take care for now.